I had a
Mhm.
question. I was thinking about this while we were off
Yeah.
camera. Uh,
Mhm.
do you do this a lot, or is there like, do you find yourself using your nerd to help you out in the classroom with teaching and stuff? Like, does that help you with lessons? Like, does that like and like because I feel like if I had a teacher like you, I'd probably
Yeah.
would have like paid more attention in class. But like, I just want to know what's that like? Like, how do you bring that like nerd swag into the class, and like how do you use that to get you through on a day to day?
Okay. Okay. Great question. Great question. So, like, I teach biology and everything. So, I teach biology, and I think like the biggest thing is that biology is a big vocabulary heavy course. Like they say, like there's tiers to vocabulary 1 to 3. It's a tier 3 is like really specific to your a profession, whether you're like your IT or you're a doctor or like you're a masonry, like a masonry, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So what I try to do is like I try to relate it to things that they understand and know in pop culture. So like for example, we talk about symbiosis like endosymbiosis. Um one organism or like mutualism. One organism benefiting from another organism, stuff like that. So I would say like Venom, for instance, right? Okay, Venom, he's a symbiotic organism. They call him a symbiote. What is a symbiote? Symbiote is an organism that works with another organism. They both benefit from each other. They both benefit from each other. So in terms of Eddie Brock and the symbiote Venom, Eddie Brock benefits from Venom because he can be instantly healed. All of his wounds are healed. He doesn't age fast because of the symbiote. And the symbiote benefits from him because now the symbiote can live in the environment in the environment of that planet because it's bonded with that host. So I would say that. Now I would use that for my pitch to have students come take AP biology.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I would use
genius,
as
next level
Yeah, yeah.
genius.
I would have been like,
yeah, I
yo,
would
I'm
use that as
going
a
to
pitch to yo.
No, because
yeah.
like from what Flame had said earlier, if you had a teacher like you,
Yeah.
not only just like, especially like growing up, there wasn't many
Mhm.
male teachers, let alone black male teachers. And then
Facts.
like and then there was
Yeah.
also like a scarcity of like teachers you could relate to or try to relate to you and things like that. So like for instance, I was
Mhm.
really good in like grammar and spelling. So like biology, that was where I like got good scores in biology, but like I wasn't that
Mhm.
great in the class. And me and the teacher weren't would never see eye to eye. He was very I had a focus issue, Like I have to like
Right.
it's hard for me to like retain a lot of the information. Like I get sidetracked and things like that. And he wasn't helping at all.
Mhm.
He was
Mhm.
very strict. He's just like, well, you just gotta
Mhm.
do this. Like if I were to hear like Venom, ears perk up, I'm like, I can't wait to see what he's gonna talk about in this class next. Like, hold on, wait a second. This stuff is
Yeah.
easy to
Mhm.
understand and remember if you break it down and try to remember get a student to remember it in an
Can
easy
I
way,
give another brief one?
Of
Yeah.
course, of
Can I give
course.
another brief one? So, usually the first unit in biology and what I teach is natural selection evolution. So you talk about how the theory of evolution is based on evidence, and we talk about evidence, and we talk about how a theory is different than like a Facebook theory, like I don't know, like Rihanna's a lizard person or something like that. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, that's not a theory, that's an opinion. Okay, you know what I mean?
Right.
So then we go into it and we talk about Darwin, and then we talk about other scientists that also propose their theories of evolution. So there's one scientist, his name's Lamarck, and I refer to him as the Pokemon evolutionarius. Like he thinks he thinks he thinks evolution works the way Pokemon is because an animal will be in a situation or a circumstance where it needs to evolve. So it'll just like instantly like grow another arm or like armor and stuff like that because it's in that situation. I'm like, that doesn't work like that. Like, I'm not just gonna grow 5 inches, okay? Because I need to get something on the top shelf. That's not gonna happen. It happens gradually in small increments over time. Okay, so Pokemon evolution is not real.
Yeah, how dope would that?
Lamar
How dope would
makes
that
no
be to be flung? How dope would it be to be flung from a plane, thinking you're not about to make it, and then you just grow some wings? You know what I mean?
Pow,
Yeah,
dog.
oh, let's go.
Yeah.
I love that. You could also just say that that's like a general anime theory, equivalent to a general anime theory. It's like when you're in a
Yeah.
pinch, you will go past your limits and power up
Yeah.
to the next level. That's great. I love that.
Power friendship.
I'm not sure if you ever thought about this or have done this. I haven't seen it on your Cappsoffgaming page, but a podcast where you're teaching biology through like pop culture and stuff like that. That seems like it would be great, right up your alley. Just like little videos, 2-minute
You're
videos
not the only
where you're teaching, you know.
Yeah, because I learned something. I didn't
Okay.
even know about this guy who thinks things. What's his name?
Oh, his name Lamarck.
Lamarck.
Yeah. Lamarck.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
forget
he's
that
French.
because
French.
Lamarck. I didn't even know there was a guy named Lamarck who thought like that. That's dope. See?
Yeah, it's called spontaneous. It's like spontaneous evolution. That's what is. That's what he talks about. Like spontaneous evolution. I'm like, yeah.
I'm drowning. Let me get some
But I like
gills
showing
now.
it like, yeah, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I need to
drowning.
run
The
fast.
gills.
Like I'm just like poof, more like muscles, like boom, boom, like that. Like, it doesn't work like that. And then it passes on to your child, like because you grew an extra arm, your child got the extra arm now too,
Oh
for some
wow.
reason or whatever. Like, okay.
Yeah, also pass off.
Like, no sense, yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Will. Yo, this is really nerdy because you're making me talk about school. But to answer your question about like doing like maybe like a 2-minute reel and stuff, I think one of the biggest things of like me doing the channel or just this stuff is like I kind of keep my work separate from my
Yeah.
YouTube and
No, I
everything.
feel it.
Yeah, but like, because you're not the only person that said that. Because like, oh, you know so much science. Why don't you do like a science page like Bill Nye? But like, no, like I don't want to really carry my work into like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But I will sprinkle it in when I can. Like especially
Yeah.
when when I can, I'll sprinkle it in. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a no doubt, no doubt. Yep.
No.
Okay.
That's that no, nothing wrong with keeping things separate, man.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So recently I saw you celebrated your 7-year YouTube anniversary. What has the journey been like? And so what's the journey been like, and what are some of the most memorable experiences and things that you've learned since starting this?
Okay. A biggest thing. So first thing is that I went to a bunch of cons this year. This for year 7. In November, I went to Torg's Gaming Expo. That's in Columbus, Ohio. It's like a big retro gaming conference. I went by myself, but a couple of the guys that I do podcasts with, other projects with, they were there. Some other YouTubers that I know that were there, and I recorded and posted and reported out on that event. There's also another event here in Boston. It's called PAX East. There's other places where there's like PAX South, there's PAX West. So it's like the Penny Arcade conglomerate. They always come to Boston. And it's like March, April, all depends on timing. But I went to that too as well, reported out on that. And then recently, in June, I went to CorgsCon, which is the Columbus, Ohio Retro Gaming Society convention, and
Ooh.
I went to that too as well. Reported out, yeah, reported out to, and then like, yeah, there's a trend. Like, yeah, you live in Boston, but why are you going to Ohio all the time and stuff? It's just like the group of guys that I'm with. Most of them are from, yeah, most of them from Ohio, so I'm going out there, hanging out with
Yeah.
them and everything. So I did that. So that was good, and reported out on the and like learning new techniques to edit, to take like a whole bunch of like literally like a couple of hours of in pictures and video and compressing it down to something that's digestible that everybody can feel. So that was really good. So I'm really excited about that this year. I've been really consistent. I'm putting out a video at least once or twice a week, even if it's like a reel or something like that, and something else. Um, been really good with that. I'm really happy in doing that, especially being a teacher. It's like managing that time, being able to correctly assess my students, giving feedback, getting my, that's one of the big things about me as a teacher is like I'm always giving feedback to students. I'm always getting my grades in early so they know exactly where they're at. So like almost like an example, like I can do all this other fun stuff that you see me be doing on the side, but I am taking care of business like here in the classroom too as well. So I'm really happy about that. But I think the biggest thing, y'all, the biggest thing is streaming. Yo, streaming, streaming is difficult. Like, I
Ooh.
don't care what anyone else says, streaming is difficult. As in that, as in like talking into the camera and playing the game, you have to be like engaged with the audience. But then on top of that, like you're playing the game too as well. And I've been consistent with a time playing every day. I mean, every week. I play on Saturdays at 10 o'clock. Once another, not another streamer, but one of my followers talked about it, and they said that, oh, you are like our Saturday morning cartoon. Like it's so cool that you're doing that.
That's dope.
That you're
That's
doing this
cool.
every Saturday.
It's got to be an awesome
Yeah.
feeling
So
seeing that comment. You're like, okay, all right, nice. So
yeah, like your
you
Saturday.
got a fan. You got
Yeah,
even.
we know how them
Yeah.
Saturday morning cartoons feel, man. You know what I
Oh yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
You're like, yep,
So
Spider-Man's on, let's go.
yeah,
Cappsoff's
like
on, let's get
I'm a
it.
character like that. I'm a character like that, like while I'm playing and everything. So that's great, man. And yeah, yo, like I'm really because the it's a big thing about the streaming is because the first 3 years when I had this channel, well, have this channel, I never showed my face. I never showed my face. I had this big complex about what do I look like when I'm on camera and, and everything. And I was always like anxious about that. I've had a speech impediment for a very long time. I stutter a little bit. Sometimes I stumble over my words and everything. And I just like, I don't want anyone to know my face so they can't associate my voice with my face. But my voice is pretty unique. So like, that's a big thing. And then I was like, all right, I need to start showing my face, like showing my expressions and everything. Like shout out to my fiance Dee Dee. She always encouraged me to be like, you need to show your hands. You need to show your handsome face. Like you need to show it and everything. So yeah, man. Shout out to AKA the Wiz. Like, I usually refer to her as the Wiz on the channel. But like,
Okay. Yeah, I
but
saw
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I've seen that
Mm,
before. I didn't know who the Wiz was. I thought it was just a follower.
yeah. She she knows a lot. She's really versed. She used to be a teacher a long time ago. She stopped. She's doing other things now. And she was told me like, you need to explain what the whiz means. It's very esoteric. Gene, you're old. Remember, I'm like, I'm not old. Like, come on. Like, like,
Don't tell me
well, yeah.
that.
I digress.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm really excited about, yo. I'm really excited about those, yo. And then doing stuff like this here, like
Yeah.
I'm blown. I'm like, wow, like I'm really on another podcast now. Like, wow, yo.
If you could see your younger self, what advice would you give to your younger self? Like before the streaming and all that.
Yeah, yeah. That's a really good question. I was thinking about that hard too. I think the biggest thing I would tell my younger self is that don't be afraid to be you. I came from a really strict West Indian household. My mom is Jamaican, my dad's Haitian. In terms of like video gaming and stuff like that, they didn't really encourage it that much. Like my mom would call the video games the boom boom, the boom boom. Like that's what she would call it. All right. And I would tell myself, yeah, don't be afraid to be yourself. Because at the end of most of my videos, even if it's a stream or even if it's something that's pre-recorded and edited, I always say your success is your own, so celebrate that. Like, seriously, you should, and I'm saying that to everybody who's watching, even y'all, like, even if you have one subscriber versus a million subscribers, like, at the end of the day, you need to celebrate your own accomplishments.
Message.
And be happy and glad with that. Because if you're not doing anything, I never do anything unless I want to do it or like I really like to do it. Which is a detriment coming from a West Indian household because you either do it or you're in trouble. Like,
Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, or like, or any like, black household, you either do what I say or you're in trouble. You know what I mean? But I think the biggest thing is like when you stay true to yourself and you do the things that really are passionate, only good things could come out of it. Only good things could come out of it. I was talking to somebody on Facebook because I usually respond to everybody that has a comment on Facebook or either on my YouTube page. But then this individual, actually a couple, they were talking about, oh, my numbers are really low on YouTube, like I'm getting depressed and everything. And I was telling them like, yo, you never know, you might be a favorite channel for somebody out there. So like, are you really doing it for like the numbers and the bread, all that's possible stuff? Or are you doing it really for the love? And I'm really doing it for the love. Thank goodness I have a career that can support that on top of it. If it flourishes into something else, that's great. But in the meantime, like I'm still doing it, loving it, talking to people like you, talking to like the world out there, and like
Right.
and talk to me 3 years ago or when I first started the channel that I would be on a podcast or I'd be showing my face talking to people, yo. Like that's wild. That's like wild, yo. And but like wild. And like I can't be more happier. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yo.
That's facts right there,
Tell
bro.
my little self true.
That's facts, man. No, that I felt that again because it's been the same for me, man. Like with streaming, I've had like this like love-hate relationship with it because like at first it's like I just want to play the games I want to play. But then like I started listening to the wrong stuff. Like I had someone like, oh, you need to play this because this doesn't really get views. And I started like I listened to that, and then I found myself buying games and playing games I don't really like, and I'm like, dude, like I don't like this stuff. And now like I've had to like draw back and just get back to like the love of it, man. Like, and I really did feel that, like, yo, like you really do got to be yourself, because like if you get swept up, like you get burnt out. And I remember even posting
And
something
then
like
people will
that.
come.
Yeah, people, and it's like, and then too, it's like, well, do you want everybody, like, you don't want the people there when you're not being authentic, you know what I mean? Because then it's like, you want, like you said, one or two, like, I'd rather have those one or two with me rocking while I'm playing something I really enjoy than me raging on something I can't stand because it's the views, you know, and it's like, nah, like, and that's literally from experience. So I definitely felt what you just said, man. Like that, be yourself, play what you want to, you know, for
Absolutely.
real.
That's the
And people will.
oh no, I was saying
No, go ahead, sir.
that's kind of just like the point of being a nerd and like getting to know nerds and like me wanting to do things like this. It's just I like a little bit of everything, and I grew up not wanting to do things because of how people would look at me and things like that. And you know, I got kids now, and I just like to show everybody it's like, hey, somebody's gonna like you just for you. Like it, and if they don't, if you're attracting people because of something that you're not really like enjoying, then that's usually the wrong reasons. You know, get out of that field, go do what you want to do, explore your passions, you know, be responsible with things that you're doing so you can enjoy your passions. And you know, you'll the fun comes naturally. It has to be organic, you know. There, you know, yeah, there is business sides to everything, you know, but if you're just a streamer, you know, content creator, it's hard to reach a threshold that you want to get to if you're not enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah. I never want to get into a space where um I'm doing things just for views and just for likes or anything like that. Because in real life, I'm not like that. Like I don't care. Like not like I don't care about people, but I just be myself. Like 100%. Like when the person that you see right now on this podcast right now, if you ever see me in person, all right, like I'm the same way. Sorry, that was like a little fly. But yeah, I'm the I am 100% me. I can't be nothing else. And I'm not gonna try to be nothing else because that's not fair for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you're taking away from
yeah.
yourself. Just remember that, folks.
Mm-hmm.
If you're worrying about it too much, just do what's best for you. Earlier, you mentioned Saturday morning cartoons. Give me
Yeah.
your top. It doesn't even have to be your top five. Give me a five list of your some of your favorite Saturday morning cartoons. Excuse me.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna be yeah. So Looney Tunes. All right. And I'm not talking new Looney Tunes. I'm talking about the racist Looney Tunes. Okay.
Foghorn
Okay. I'm sorry.
Leghorn.
Foghorn
Yeah,
Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn,
You know, Elmer
you know what I'm saying?
Fudd,
Like
Yosemite Sam.
Bud, like Bugs Bunny in Africa, crap like that, yo. Like that was funny because I wasn't privy
Yeah,
to that. I was
you didn't
just
know
like
what's going on.
Bugs. Ah, man, Bugs was a cool character. On top of that, Tom and Jerry, mad fun. Tom and Jerry's great because like it didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
Everything was emoted
I
out there.
honestly don't
So
mean to
Tom
cut
and
you off.
Jerry,
Don't mean to cut you off, but I think
yeah,
like
yeah.
I never consider it, but I think Tom and Jerry is one of my favorite cartoons of all time because I if I'm thinking about watch time, Tom and Jerry is probably up there. Like
Yeah,
that Looney Tunes obviously because they came on simultaneously, like right at back to back. But
right, right, right.
continue what you're listening.
No problem, no problem. Um, this is an obscure one, but it did come on Saturdays. It was like Saturday afternoons, here in Boston. There was a channel called Channel 56. They would have like Kung Fu Saturdays or like Sundays, Kung Fu Sundays. But on Saturdays, for some reason, like they would show anime, and they showed Fist of the North Star, the old school 80s version. Fist of the North Star, like episodes of it.
Okay.
Crazy, like crazy.
Love
Yeah,
Fist
so
North
that's
Star.
that's Fist of the North Star, Kenshiro, all right? So like remember the meme?
お前はもう死んでいる。
Already dead? Yeah,
Yes.
that's from that. Yeah, yo. So that I have Transformers G1.
Okay.
That was more of like a weekday thing, but on Saturdays they would show, I think, the Friday episodes.
Yeah,
We
the
didn't even
reruns
get
on
to
a
see it.
Saturday.
So
Yep. Yep. They did that with that
yeah,
G.I.
they would do the
Joe.
rerun.
It was like that G.I. Joe and like
Yeah,
James Bond,
yeah,
the cartoon. Like,
yeah, yeah. So I couldn't watch TV throughout the week. Like that's my mom. Like I'd have to watch like channel public access because they had all like 321 contact, stuff like that, like Zoom,
mhm.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I'm dating myself over here. I know. And then the original Dragon Ball.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
With Kid Goku. Yeah.
That was
That
also.
came on at, I think, what was that?
Oh no, I was saying that was one of those Saturday
That was like,
morning
I think
anime
that,
cartoons that came on.
right. It came on, well, here in Boston, came on at 6:30. So I'd be up at 6, I'd watch like Bob Ross, and then
Hey.
paint with my crayons, and then watch Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball right after. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those were good. But there's a bunch, but like if like in terms of when I was a child there, I definitely remember those. Those were my faves. Those are my faves, yo. Funny that you talk about that because one of my first videos on the channel is talking about Saturday morning. Is talking about Saturday morning cartoons, yo.
Oh yeah.
And I talk
Yep.
about the shows that I watched and then the games that related to the shows and everything like that, yo.
Oh
So
yeah. Yep. Yep.
circle.
Because that's one of my favorite questions to ask people. Because I was a,
Mhm.
I was a cereal kid. Saturday morning, bowl of cereal, box of cereal in front of me too. You
Big
know,
bowl.
big cartoon guy growing up.
Yeah. I love, yo, man, that Saturday mornings, man. It was great. If I didn't have to cut the lawn, I was doing that.
Yeah, no, I was like, man, I don't know about that big box of cereal, but definitely had the cart. Mom's was not having that. You know what I
Well,
mean? I'm
you
just like,
no,
nah, but
no. Usually Saturday mornings, mom was at yard sales, so
oh, so he was
I'm cutting up, feet on the couch, cereal in the living room.
Wow,
Like,
breaking all the house
cause
rules.
like she's not coming home till at least 11:30. Like,
Yeah.
And by that time, they're
Yeah.
advertising the
Just taking
adult shows.
advantage.
I'm out of here.
hey, I was clean. I be like, I get mad at my brother for wanting to do it because he spilled milk or something. We had to clean it up perfectly. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Yo, that's why. Yeah, it's great. Yo, we had the God, what was it? Saturday, man. Saturdays. We had here because I live in Arizona. We had the Marvel lineup. So, like for one
Ooh,
time,
the Fox lineup on Marvel.
Oh
yeah, that Fox,
yeah.
yeah, that John was
I had
heavy, bro. That I remember that, like, man,
Amazing Spider-Man on my
dude,
list,
that
but
Spider-Man, bro, that Spider-Man cartoon, the X-Men
Beanstalk?
cartoon, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Fox
There
was
was
where it was at.
Fox had the Fox had the bangers. Like even the ones that were like kind of like one off, like you could tell
Yeah,
people
like
didn't
you mean
like the Iron Man, or like
Mighty
they had
Max?
Fantastic Four for a little bit.
Mighty Max.
Yeah,
Yo!
Mighty Max was
So
Mighty Max
there
was
was
my
One Piece on Fox too.
dude.
Oh
Yo,
yeah,
you know,
They
yeah.
had One Piece on Fox too. Remember
Yeah,
that?
it
that's
did.
when I
that?
first watched One Piece, like back in the day. It was on. I guess it was Fox, because in Philly they had a channel kind of like Boston did, that would show kung fu movies, but also would show anime from time to
Mhm.
time, and that's how we also watched Fist of
Right.
the North Star. But
Dang,
yeah,
see,
Mhm.
we didn't have that out here, man. That's crazy. That's dope. We
it
just
might
had
have been
like
a
Toonami.
it might have been a
Yeah,
Northeast thing. It might have been a
yeah.
Northeast thing.
Might have been a
It,
Northeast thing. You're
regional,
deprived.
regional
Sorry.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm from Philly. That's where I was watching most of the cartoons, Philly and then North Carolina. You know.
that's what's up.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just had that Marvel lineup, and then I remember one
Mhm.
Saturday morning on ABC, like they had like Recess, and then
They would
Oh
Gargoyles.
yeah.
Gargoyles. They had
Gargoyles was
Beetleborgs.
yeah,
Gargoyles,
yo,
yo.
Gargoyles was what's up?
Yeah, Gargoyles,
Go ahead.
Power Rangers, Beetleborg.
Beetleborg.
Yeah, Beetleborgs, Big
Oh my
Bad. Yeah,
gosh, man.
yeah, yeah, they had all that, man.
I'm like
Even for
shaking
a
my
little
head
bit,
over here.
they were showing
Wow.
VR Troopers for a little bit.
Oh, I remember
Like
that.
they had all those shows, all the shows where they just added the English characters to the Japanese cartoon, the Japanese shows. It
Yep.
was dope.
So I did
Yeah,
want to
because it
ask.
was like Super Sentai. Super Sentai was Power Rangers.
Yeah, I
Super
saw
Oh
that.
Sentai.
yeah.
Do you remember that
Yeah,
weird
that's
Power
all.
Rangers with the aliens where they dropped the like it wasn't Power Rangers that, like for a little bit it came on, but they were like alien dudes with weird heads. Did anybody remember that? Like it was like I remember like I was like, yo, what happened to the Power Rangers? That like they were showing it for like 3 or 4 episodes. It was like these weird gray dudes, but they would turn into I was like, I was so mad because like they didn't even give you any like rhyme or reason. It just happened. I kind of drafted this like I did a hot minute ago, and it was just
Yep.
like interviewing people from everywhere and just seeing exactly what the show is. What is your nerd? What makes you
Mhm.
you? And like I know one thing I'm realizing through this journey is it really is the journey of the nerd that I'm really loving to hear about. You know,
Yeah,
it's dope,
it's
man.
usually my favorite part, just like letting them go. They're like, I'm
Yeah.
talking too much. I'm like, nah, you're fine. Just keep going.
Yeah, no, and it's cool too because this is the first time we had a teacher. And like I really feel like what you do is important because I'm a father of 3 kids, and you know, I have one daughter that takes her
Yep.
education so seriously that she came and asked me to move to whole other schools because she didn't like how that the teaching style is. And like I just really see like, you know, teachers are hell of important because I have some brilliant kids and I know they wouldn't be who they are without people like you doing what you do in the classroom. So big ups to you, big salute. And the fact that you're a nerd too and you are able to bring that into the classroom, man, like I know there's a younger kid out there that was like me that just in class, mad distracted, got stuff going on at home, and
Mhm.
they need that. They need a place and a teacher that isn't like you said, isn't afraid to be themselves. And you know, I'm pretty sure you see it, man. I'm pretty sure you got some young people out there that you know that you touch, you know what I mean? So again, big ups to you.
Oh yeah,
Thank
Yeah.
you for doing this, man. We appreciate it,
Mhm.
man.
most definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
definitely,
We love the
man. Corey,
teachers.
appreciate
Oh yeah,
you.
man. Like I said, we appreciate you and what you do. Like you said, your streaming stuff, because I enjoy it, and the teaching stuff, because same in this household. We got kids. You know, my wife's on PTA. We're always there. She's always like a teacher will text her, be like, "Hey, can you grab me a coffee? I'm so busy." We're like, "Yeah, can you drop this off?" Like we try to help out wherever we can because we already know the load is
Aw.
Yeah, we do. We're always there, help
Aw.
setting up, but
That's that.
all right. So
Oh man.
did we pull on a string, a heartstring,
Yeah, yo.
a teacher string?
Yeah, yeah, yo. I just say like being a teacher is you do more good in one day than a lot of people do in their lifetime. So
Yeah.
I appreciate to be in the space to be able to do that. I appreciate to be in the space to touch young people's lives. On my regular Facebook page, it's literally like I say this is the best career I could have in the world because I wanted to be a pediatrician. I could have been a pediatrician, but I've always said I wanted to do something to work with kids. Um, I always wanted to do that, and I'm really blessed up till now at the 2024 that I'm still doing that, and also being able to be myself in the process and showing that to the kids too as well, and then talking to people like you about that, not just about my teaching, but then just being like us blurs as and out there servicing however we can. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not about that mainstream stuff, even though being a nerd is kind of becoming mainstream, but it's not really with black people. Just to just make that
Yeah.
clear. Okay, yeah. Just to make that clear. With black people, it's not really, but I'm just happy to find like have counterparts and stuff like that too as well. That it just further reinforces and my love and the fact that like it is important just to be yourself and everything, yo, because only good things can happen. So thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for having me
Yo,
and
we appreciate you. We appreciate you doing it. Hey, Caps Off, let them know where they can find you at on all your social media
Okay.
platforms, man.
Oh, absolutely. So on Facebook it's just Cappsoffgaming. Instagram is Cappsoffgaming. Twitter, aka X, is still Cappsoffgaming. And then also on YouTube it's Cappsoffgaming with Technish. And Caps Off Gaming is one word altogether. So once you do that, it'll pop right up. It'll pop right up and everything. And then, we have y'all too as well. All Nerds Entertainment. There's Flame Games. Am I saying that right?
Flame on
Flame
games.
Games.
Flame on
Flame
games.
on. Oh, Flame on. Oh, now I get it now, dog. Flame
Yeah.
on, dog.
See, it went off. The flame went off
Yeah,
in his hand. He's like,
dog. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, like when you
Torch.
say it out loud, like I say to kids, like, yo, say it out loud. Okay, you'll understand it better.
Yo, y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for watching. What's your nerd? It's your boy Flame. We got our boy Cappsoff. And of course, my guy Nerd Solo. Let's go.
All right, guys, nerd out.
Peace out, y'all.